How's it, guys? Welcome back to another live stream today. I'm CryptoNinja and I will be going over the most important levels for Bitcoin today. And we've got a big topic today, and it's called Solana, right? So Solana, we're going to speak about what exactly is happening with Solana and exactly what's happening with Bitcoin today, because Bitcoin is currently at a key support here, and we want to see how price reacts. But I've got quite a few setups that I will be showing you guys in the session today. So make sure you guys do stay until the end, and then we will be going through some Solana setups as well, because Solana is on the verge of breaking out to the upside, but it's at a very strong support level. So overall, market is kind of consolidating. So if you look at Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin is currently in a range, right? So Bitcoin is stuck in a range right now, and it's looking like it wants to come lower. It's created a massive top wick to the upside already, but if you look at the charts, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it has been struggling at this level. There's a lot of buyers at this level, so it wants to come lower, but it's struggling to actually break the support. So if price can break the support over here, then we're probably going to see more downside within today. But if price finds support like it's finding now, then we might potentially see a bounce. Okay, so there's two scenarios right now for Bitcoin, and it's either that it breaks bullish right now back up to these highs at around about 68,900, or price breaks below the support and then we find lower targets. So it's literally stuck between the support right now, and I do think that it's probably going to break lower, because if you look at the price action, price has been struggling, right? Been struggling to break this level, and I do think that we're going to get more downside within today. So we will be taking a setup for Bitcoin within this live stream. So make sure you guys do stay until the end, because it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here with Bitcoin. It's literally just been consolidating the whole day since 12 a.m. Sorry, 12 p.m. And yeah, right now it's struggling. It's really struggling. It's really struggling to break the support over here. So once it breaks the support at 67,700, we're going to see a massive dump for Bitcoin, and I will be taking a short for that. But as long as Bitcoin holds this level, technically it's still bullish. But the whole market has been struggling within today. So if you have a look at crypto bubbles right over here, we'll see that the 15-minute time frame, a lot of coins are up. But if we look at the daily, it's kind of like a mixed bag, right? So it's a mixed bag, which means that there's a narrative that's playing out. And what is a narrative? And it looks like that it's a bit of AI and a bit of mostly AI coins that are actually doing something. A little bit of meme coins, but some other coins are down. So it's a mixed bag, which basically means that the altcoins are finding more dominance, and Bitcoin is weakening on the dominant side of things. So essentially, that is what we have to look at for BTC. But if you look at the lower time frames, this is what's going to happen for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can break the support within today, then we're probably going to see a short, and I will be taking a short for BTC if we can break below this key level here that we've got drawn. So I want to keep this open, because this is going to be the most important level for Bitcoin within today. So just make sure you guys do stay until the end. It's going to be quite interesting. Yeah. So just make sure you guys do stay until the end. But essentially, guys, these are the most important levels that we have to watch out for. If Bitcoin doesn't hold the support, it's going to get absolutely destroyed. Okay. So make sure you guys do watch until the end. Yeah. Yeah, so it's struggling right now, right? It is struggling at this level. We break through this level, guys, we're going to take a short. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Have a look at this 5 minutes, right? It's crazy. It is really, really crazy. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it is bouncing. It is bouncing. But if we break below here, we're going to see a massive dump here, guys. Yeah. And then the most important data that we have to go over today is this, right? Is the inflows and the outflows, right? So there's been 28th of May, which was yesterday. There was a lot more outflows. There was a lot of inflows, but BTC actually had a lot of outflows, which is quite interesting. But most coins, most institutions were still buying at these levels here, guys. You can see that even here, 60.48, they bought zero, bought 50 Bitcoin. Then over here, bought, yeah. But you can see that 𝗕𝗵𝗆 actually bought 1,500 Bitcoin. And the main thing was that there was a lot of outflows from 𝗕𝗔𝗖𝗞, okay, which is very interesting. Okay, you can see that the overall flows the whole time, the whole month. Actually, since the beginning, you can just see that it's still bullish in a way. But it doesn't mean that if Bitcoin can break through the support here, you'll probably see more downside. Okay. Okay, so guys, essentially, we have to wait and see what happens here. I want to see what happens here for Bitcoin, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over Solana as well, because Solana's there's a lot of key things to look at for Solana for today. Okay. Okay, so if we have a look at Solana, right? Let's have a look at the chart right now. You can see that with Solana, so if we take a look at Solana, it created a massive top wick to the upside today, but it's still holding this resistance here, right? So basically, this is your resistance for Solana, and then this is your support, right, at this low. So if Solana can't close above this level today, we're most probably going to see price come back down to like 163, and then that's where I'll be opening up quite a big long for Solana. So over here, right? So you can see that Solana is currently still trading below 170, which is kind of when you think about Solana at around about 170, you would expect price to come back up to the highs, but because price is not closing back above this level, we most probably going to see price come down. Okay, so with Solana, I am quite bullish in terms of like Solana, in terms of like the bull market, but there is a key level that we have to watch out for here, and it did break. You have a look here, it broke. So we broke below retest, looking like price is going to come down. Okay, so basically, what's important to note here. Sorry about that. What's important to note is that what's happening with Bitcoin right now is the same thing that's happening with Solana. Essentially, Solana is breaking, it broke support, and it could potentially come lower here, to be honest with you. Same thing with BTC. Like Bitcoin right now is literally just stuck in between a really, really strong range here. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens on the 15 minutes here, but it's looking like it doesn't want to break higher. To be honest with you, it does look like price wants to come lower. Okay, so this is something I'm looking at. I'm looking at a potential sell here for Bitcoin. Basically looking at this. Okay, so I'm looking at a potential sell here for Bitcoin, but the thing is, right, if Bitcoin breaks below here, this would be the setup, because essentially Bitcoin is still finding support at the zone, right? So we have to wait for price to close below. So like some people would sell at this level, but we don't have confirmation that price is going to break below the support, right? So we need price to break below first. Once we break below, we're going to take the setup, and then same thing here. So with Solana, what I'm looking at is, so Solana is currently at a very, very important level, right? So we were speaking about it just now, is that Solana is basically at this resistance over here, and it broke below, so it is potentially going to come down a little bit lower, back down to like 163, where I'll be looking at a potential long from here back up to the highs for Solana. Okay. So if Solana can come back down to these highs, to these lows, I'll be looking at a long back up to around about this level here. This would be a really, really good setup for Solana. So this is what I'm looking at for the short term. Okay. But until then, can't really do anything. We kind of just have to wait for Bitcoin to actually break lows, right? So if you guys did just join, we're looking at a potential setup here for Bitcoin. We're just waiting for price to break support. Once price breaks support here, we're going to take a short back down to this level here. If it breaks this level, we're going to hold the short back down to these lows. Okay, but until then, we can't really do much. We have to wait for this level to break, and I'll show you on the lower time frames. Yeah. So if you look at Bitcoin here, right, just waiting for my chart. So basically, same thing. You can see here, price has been bouncing, 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 bouncing pretty much the whole time. So whenever price finds support at a level, right, what happens? Price tends to break that support, and we get lower prices, right? So I'm betting that the price will come down for BTC today and break the support. If we break the support, then we can obviously look for sells, and that is what I'm going to be doing within probably this live stream. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Yeah, have a look here. It's literally the whole day just been struggling. Basically, this red box over here is going to be the untradeable box. We want price to break below the red box. Once we break below, we take sells, and then that's going to be the trade. Okay. If we break above this red box, we're going to take some buys for Bitcoin because it's hard to tell what's going to happen for Bitcoin right now because it's currently in such a consolidation, right? It's consolidating between two key levels, and you can see that price. This is your moving average, and essentially price needs to break above this moving average in order for it to be bullish. And whenever we're below this moving average, we tend to be bearish, right? So here we're trading below the moving average. What happened? Price was bearish, right? We started to close above. Price was technically bullish. So right now we're trading below the moving average, which means that price is most likely going to come down first. And then once we see that, then we'll probably see more downside first. Okay. Yeah, so it's interesting right now to see what's happening in the market because if you look at crypto bubbles on the daily, we spoke about in the beginning, but essentially, bubbles is telling us that there's a lot of coins that are up, but a lot of coins that are down. So it's quite interesting to see what's happening right now. And on the 15 minutes, a lot of coins are actually up a percent share. So we're just gonna wait for Bitcoin here. We have to wait for price to close above this level. But like I said, this is the box, right? This red box is going to be the untradeable range. This is going to be the range where we can't be taking trades. We'll rather wait for price to close above this range, right? Wait for price to close above or price to close below. Okay. So we're in a consolidation, a short-term consolidation right now. So it's important just to be patient here. And this was quite interesting that I saw on the news. So Mount Gox moves at least 2.9 Bitcoin the first time in 5 years. So this is obviously this is really bullish. So it's the first time in 5 years that they move assets outside the wallet. So Mt. Gox appears to have transferred at least 42,000 Bitcoin worth 2.9 billion from a cold wallet, according to the data of 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗓. So the defunct Bitcoin exchange, which collapsed in 2014, transferred the assets in multiple transactions to unknown wallet address. Hong Kong time, so around about this, today. Okay, so this is quite interesting because this could potentially, if they want to sell that much Bitcoin, then it could have a massive crash in the market, right? So I think that's what they're planning to do. They're trying to plan to sell all this Bitcoin, and if that happens, we could potentially see a massive crash for the short term for Bitcoin. Which is something that a lot of people aren't expecting, right? A lot of people are too bullish, but there's a lot of coins that are bullish, right? But essentially, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what comes from that, because we'll see. We'll literally see in the next couple of days, because if they sell all this Bitcoin, we'll know that it's from them. But we know that Mt. Gox, they lost a whole over 800,000 Bitcoin due to bankruptcy. So similar to a whole bunch of other exchanges throughout last year. But yeah, they're moving around their Bitcoin, which means that okay, if price is getting moved from the wallet address into different addresses, what are they going to do? They're most probably going to sell it, right? They're most probably going to sell it. So yeah. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on the market? Because right now it's quite interesting to see what's happening within the market. But if Bitcoin breaks below here, we're going to take sells. Then Solana as well. Solana's Solana's quite interesting. But the thing is with Solana right now, it's kind of looking a little bit bearish on the lower time frames, because essentially it's losing the support here. The 4-hour candle did close bearish over here. It's creating a top wick, and if it flips bullish over here, then yeah, technically it could come back up to these levels at like 173. But the problem is, this type of structure is a trendline break, and we're having a retest to the top of the trend line. So we potentially could look for some sells once we flip bearish here back down to these lows, something like this. Okay, so this is something that I'll look for just now, and then after let's just say this plays out, I'll be looking at a massive long for Solana back up to 187, because this is a really strong support at like 163. Okay, but until then, can't really do much for Solana. We have to wait for this candle to flip bearish, because at any given point in time, this can still pump back up to the upside. Okay, but yeah, it is breaking levels here. Okay, so USDT dominance, guys. I want to show you guys something very interesting here for USDT dominance, right? So USDT dominance, so it broke support, retested. Right now, it's looking more bullish than bearish, to be honest with you. So this is why I am flipping a little bit more bearish on the short term here for Bitcoin. But it's important that USDT dominance breaks above this level here, right? So this level here is your most previous high, and if price breaks above here, then we're going to see a massive crash for BTC and for the crypto market. So what I'm looking at right now is, I'll show you. So basically, we'll actually put it next to each other here. So basically, if you look at USDT dominance to Bitcoin, so USDT dominance on the left here, Bitcoin on the right? So once USDT dominance breaks these highs over here, if it breaks these highs, Bitcoin is most probably going to break these lows. We're going to see a massive crash back down to like 66,800. Break 66,800, we'll probably see a crash back down to 65K. But right now, USDT dominance needs to break above these highs, because it's looking like it's just still getting rejected from this level. But I'm only gonna I'm betting more to the downside, just because Bitcoin has struggled for the last, since Tuesday. It's literally found support at this level multiple times, and USDT dominance is looking bullish. So I do think that Bitcoin is ready for a crash here, guys. I do think that it's possible. So we're going to take a short share for Bitcoin soon, yeah? Okay. We will take a short very shortly. Looking to short this low here. You see, we're getting a little bit of a pump here for USDT dominance. Yeah, look at this. If USDT dominance can break out here, guys, Bitcoin's gonna dump hard. And then we can also take a short for Solana. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short here for Solana. Solana looks good, guys. Solana looks good. We're gonna take a short very shortly. We just need to wait. We need to wait for this next 30-minute candle here. We need to wait for this 30-minute candle here, especially for USDT dominance. I want USDT dominance to break these highs. Because it's Bitcoin's just stuck, right? It's literally just stuck in the range. We have to wait for price to break out of the range or break below the range, right? So it's going to be other setup here for Bitcoin. We either going to wait for a bullish trade or a bearish trade, but we'll see how this plays out. Yeah, it's important just to stay patient. Yeah. Solana, we're going to wait for Solana as well. We have to wait for Solana to close below this low here. So technically, we need Solana to break below this low here, because you can see same thing with Solana and Bitcoin. They both had a really strong support. So Solana does need to break below this low where we're going to take a short. Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be a massive move that's going to happen soon here, guys. It'll probably happen really shortly. Yeah, this is very interesting. If you guys did just join, essentially, so Mt. Gox was an exchange back in 2014, and they transferred 42,000 Bitcoin with on the 27th, a couple of days ago, into like a whole bunch of different addresses. And what happens when this happens? When institutions and exchanges, previous exchanges, transfer funds into a whole bunch of addresses, they tend to sell. So I'm expecting price to come down, just because based on like this data, within the next couple of days, they're probably going to be selling a whole bunch of Bitcoin. It's pretty much 2.9 billion in Bitcoin, right? So I'm expecting them to sell it. So we're just waiting here, guys. Hold on. Wait. I'm liking the look of USDT dominance. I'm liking the look of USDT dominance. Yeah. I'm liking the look of this. USDT dominance is looking bullish here, guys. I think we're going to see a dump. Remember, we were waiting for this. We're waiting for 30-minute closure here. Bitcoin's about to crash, yeah. This candle here is not looking good for Bitcoin. Solana, we're going to take some sells. Now have a look at this. Oh, here comes the dump. Bitcoin USDT dominance looking way too bullish. Solana is looking way too bearish, yeah. Here it is. Here comes the dump. This is the setup for Bitcoin. $14 seconds. We're going to take shorts, guys. 14 seconds. Shorting Solana and shorting Bitcoin. Okay, we're going to take a short here for Bitcoin and Solana. Stop loss for the Solana is going to be above the previous high over here at 169.21. Bitcoin stop loss is going to be at 69,200. But if you have a look at USDT dominance, I'll show you guys like this. This makes it a lot more easier to see, right? So USDT dominance goes bullish back above the highs, right? So if this is a fake out, it could be a fake out, but this is just looking like a retest of the previous high. I do think that we're going to see more downside for crypto. Okay. Have a look here. USDT dominance looking way too strong, guys. Looking way too strong. So if you guys did just join, we did take a short for BTC. And we did take a short for Solana as well. This is really bearish for crypto, guys.
swimming pool is the ocean. Diving that cash like I'm chosen. Then my 24K got you frozen, yeah. 我的不一样的世界又怎样 ？Hit me on the surface, let lurking. Overheat it up, that gon' make me nervous. 水里呼吸着闪动，不属于我的翅膀，Lucifer。不要慌，这不是我的名字 Now we got start the fish and bite me another round. Diamonds on me like I'm fresh out of water. I'm a Marina, really me in with a thin line. Fly underwater, don't need no man, 追不回看得到过我黑暗染色。Fly underwater, don't need no man, 追不回看得到过我黑暗染色。Manta, I fly in water, little manta, double fish, manta. Follow me, I don't need no romance. I fly like a manta. I fly in water, little manta, double fish, manta. Follow me, I don't need no romance. Glitter on my skin, I'm a shiner. Got a flight to catch a mind back to China. 我的心中没琢磨在哪 The one that busted open, boy, you better swim. 那么危险，怎么还要追？但我没有时间可以浪费。我从未试过在陆地上飞起来。I've been riding on a wave, tripping water tonight. Manta, I fly in water, low manta, double fish, manta. Follow me, I don't need no romance. I fly like a manta. I fly in water, low manta, double fish, manta. Follow me, I don't need no romance. Double fish, double fish. Double fish, double fish. Double fish, double fish. Yeah. Fly underwater, I don't need no man, 追不回看得到我还要染色。Fly underwater, I don't need no man, 追不回看得到我还要染色。Manta, I fly in water, little manta, double fish, manta.
if you guys did just join, we did take a short here for Bitcoin. I'm expecting price to break these lows. I'm expecting price to come back down to 66,800. That would be a first take profit cap. Solana, we took a short as well, but it looks like we are seeing a little bounce. Bitcoin's been struggling to break this level here, but we broke it on the 30-minute and the 15. So I do think that price is going to come down. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining. Yeah, make sure you guys do like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We'll see how this plays out.
Like I'm chosen, now my 24-karat got you frozen, yeah. Put the boy on a 𝗕𝗫𝗖𝗪, yeah. Hit me on the surface, let lurking. Overheat it up, that gon' make me nervous. 𝗕𝗵𝗆 闪动不属于我的翅膀，𝗬𝗫𝗫，不要慌，这不是我的名字呢。Now we got start the fish and bite me another round. Diamonds on me like I'm fresh out of water. I'm arena,
So just be patient here.
I've been riding on a wave, tripping water tonight.
TIA down almost 3% in 15 minutes. Let's actually have a look at that. was looking at a long today, but it didn't hit my entry. Basically, TIA. Yeah, it looks like most coins want to jump here, guys. TIA is actually breaking support over here. Broke this previous support. If it breaks this level here, we're most probably going to see more downside here. USDT dominance. USDT dominance still needs to. It broke above on the 30 minutes. It's retesting the level now on the 15 as well. Retesting the previous high. The 1 hour candle needs to close above this level here. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining today. I hope you guys are having a good day. And yeah, I will end the stream in the next 5 minutes. But we did take a short for Bitcoin. We did take a short shot for Bitcoin. We'll see how this plays out. The reason why we took the short was based on the breakout of the USDT dominance. This is a very strong level, but it did break above on the 30 minute and the 15. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. I do appreciate everyone watching today. Yeah, and I'll check you guys on Friday. We do go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Yeah, so we are short on Bitcoin. I do think that this is just trying to trap out all the buyers, yeah. So we are short. We'll see how this plays out. But yeah, thanks again, guys. I do appreciate everyone joining. I hope you guys have a good day. And yeah, we'll check you on the Make sure you guys do follow my Twitter. All the links on the description. We do post setups there every day. Cool. So guys.